Hello everyone, NeoBlisseyX here with an important announcement on the future of this channel. Effective with the release date of this video, NeoBlisseyX Versus has entered into a collaboration with the Void Armada, one of the largest and oldest armadas in the console version of Star Trek Online. While certain videos, such as my This Week in Star Trek History series, will remain exclusively Shadow Riders projects, certain videos, such as those in my recently launched Starfleet Cinema series, might be a collaboration between Shadow Riders and the Void, or the Void alone. Further details will be relayed to you in due course. Thank you for your attention, and please, enjoy the show. Welcome to This Week in Star Trek History for the week of February 10th through 16th, 2025. As always, links to the Memory Alpha Star Trek Wiki page for each subject profiled can be found in the pinned comment below. And don't forget to stay tuned at the end of the video for a preview of this Saturday's NeoBlisseyX Versus Saturday Night Spectacular. Let's get started. On February 10, 1929, Academy Award-winning composer Jerry Goldsmith is born in Los Angeles, California, United States. He passed away of cancer in Beverly Hills, California, United States on July 21, 2004 at the age of 75. Goldsmith composed the music for Star Trek the Motion Picture, receiving one of his 18 total Academy Award nominations, Star Trek V The Final Frontier, Star Trek First Contact, Star Trek Insurrection, and Star Trek Nemesis. In addition, he also composed the theme song for Star Trek Voyager, receiving an Emmy Award for his work. Goldsmith's lone Academy Award win came for his score to the 1976 horror classic, The Omen. On February 10, 1937, stunt coordinator and actor Ronald R. Rondell is born in Los Angeles, California, United States. Rondell served as stunt coordinator on the motion picture Star Trek First Contact, also appearing on screen in the film as the henchman of Nicky the Nose during the Dixon Hill holodeck sequence. On February 11, 1952, Philip Anglim, the actor who portrayed Vedic Bareil Antos and his Mirror Universe counterpart on Star Trek Deep Space Nine, is born in San Francisco, California, United States. On February 12, 1940, late actor Richard Lynch, who portrayed pirate captain Arctis Baran in the two-part 7th season Next Generation episode Gambit, is born in Brooklyn, New York, United States. He passed away in Yucca Valley, California, United States on June 19, 2012 at the age of 72. He was the older brother of actor Barry Lynch, who portrayed Starfleet defector Stefan Desev in the 6th season Next Generation episode Face of the Enemy. On February 12, 1940, late actor Richard Lynch, who portrayed pirate captain Arctis Baran in the two-part 7th season Next Generation episode Gambit, is born in Brooklyn, New York, United States. He passed away in Yucca Valley, California, United States on June 19, 2004 at the age of 72. He was the older brother of actor Barry Lynch, who portrayed Starfleet Dissector... Dissector. On February 12, 1964, Raphael Sbarge, the actor who portrayed traitorous Michael Jonas in the 2nd season of Star Trek Voyager, is born in New York City, New York, United States. On February 12, 2004, Harriet Leiter, the actress who portrayed keyboardist Amory in the 5th season Next Generation episode Unification 2, passes away in Oakland, California, United States at the age of 59. She was born in Brooklyn, New York, United States on October 5, 1944. Leiter's voice was replaced in the finished Unification 2 episode with that of future Deep Space Nine computer voice, Judy Durand. On February 13, 1928, composer Gerald Fried, who composed music for 5 second-season episodes of the original series, most notably Amok Time, is born in Brooklyn, New York, United States. He passed away in Bridgeport, Connecticut, United States on February 17, 2023 at the age of 95. On February 13, 1932, Susan Oliver, the actress who portrayed Vina in the first pilot for the original series, The Cage, is born in New York City, New York, United States. She passed away of lung cancer in Woodland Hills, California, United States on May 10, 1990 at the age of 58. Footage of Oliver's Vina was later integrated into the 2-part first-season original series episode The Menagerie and the second-season Star Trek Discovery episode If Memory Serves. On February 13, 1955, Jean Morey, the actress who portrayed the canonically unnamed helm officer of the USS Grissom in Star Trek III The Search for Spock, is born somewhere in Los Angeles County, California, United States. On February 13, 1959, former Star Trek science consultant Andre Bormanis is born in Chicago, Illinois, United States. He served on the 7th season of The Next Generation and the entire runs of both Deep Space Nine and Voyager. On February 13, 1965, Stephen Manley, the actor who played the age 17 version of Spock in Star Trek III The Search for Spock, sharing the infamous Pon farr scene with Robin Curtis's Saavik, is born in Los Angeles, California, United States. On February 13, 1966, Neil McDonough, the actor who portrayed Lieutenant Hawk in the motion picture Star Trek First Contact, is born in Dorchester, Massachusetts, United States. On February 14, 1942, Andrew J. Robinson, the actor who portrayed Elam Garak on Star Trek Deep Space Nine and later in Star Trek Online, is born in New York City, New York, United States. In addition to his acting work, Robinson wrote the beloved 2000 Deep Space Nine novel A Stitch in Time, also narrating its 2023 Simon & Schuster audiobook adaptation, as well as directing the Deep Space Nine episode Looking for Parmach in All the Wrong Places and the Voyager episodes Blood Fever and Unforgettable. On February 14, 1942, Andrew J. Robinson, the actor who portrayed Elam Garak on Star Trek Deep Space Nine and later in Star Trek Online, is born in New York City, New York, United States. In addition to his acting work, Robinson wrote the beloved 2000 Deep Space Nine novel A Stitch. I think it was fucking Kim Possible. On February 14, 1951, Star Trek author John Vornholt is born in Marion, Ohio, United States. He wrote a combined total of 25 Star Trek novels. A full list can be found at the link in the pinned comment below. On February 14, 1962, Kirk R. Thatcher, the associate producer on Star Trek IV The Voyage Home, is born in Los Angeles, California, United States. He also portrayed the punk on bus in the same film, as well as performing the vocals and writing the lyrics of the song I Hate You, heard during the punk scene. He would later reprise the punk on bus role in the second season Star Trek Picard episode Watcher, and voiced the narration for the Short Treks episode Ephraim and Dot. On February 14, 1964, Zach Galligan, the actor who portrayed David Gentry in the 5th season Voyager episode In the Flesh, is born in New York City, New York, United States. He is perhaps best known as Billy Peltzer in the Gremlins film series. On February 14, 1970, Simon Pegg, the actor who played the Kelvin Timeline version of Montgomery Scott in Star Trek Into Darkness, and Star Trek Beyond, co-writing the latter with Doug Young, is born in Brockworth, England, United Kingdom. On February 15, 1920, Harold Michelson, the production designer on Star Trek the Motion Picture, receiving an Academy Award nomination for his work, is born in New York City, New York, United States. He passed away in Woodland Hills, California, United States on March 1, 2007 at the age of 87. On February 15, 1949, Michelle Amin Billy, the actress who portrayed a canonically unnamed lieutenant aboard Epsilon 9 in Star Trek the Motion Picture, is born in Hopewell, Virginia, United States. At the time, she served as the personal secretary of screenwriter Harold Livingston. During the production of Star Trek the Motion Picture, Billy would meet and eventually marry the film's associate producer, John Povil. On February 15, 1955, Christopher McDonald, the actor who portrayed Richard Castillo in the third season Next Generation episode Yesterday's Enterprise, is born in New York City, New York, United States. He had previously auditioned to play William Riker before Jonathan Frakes won the part. McDonald is perhaps best known for his role in the 1996 film Happy Gilmore and its 2025 Netflix sequel as villainous golfer Shooter McGavin. On February 16, 1957, LeVar Burton, the actor who portrayed Geordi LaForge in Star Trek The Next Generation, its spin-off feature films, and Season 3 of Star Trek Picard, is born in what is now Landstuhl, Germany. Burton would also guest star as an alternate future version of LaForge in the Star Trek Voyager episode Timeless, which he also directed, one of his total 29 directed episodes across The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise. A full list can be found at the link in the pinned comment below. On February 16, 1962, Dan Madsen, founder, editor, and former president of the now-defunct official Star Trek fan club, is born in Denver, Colorado, United States. At one time, he served in the same capacities for the official Star Wars fan club. In 1987, at the official Star Wars 10th Anniversary Convention, Madsen actually took the only known photograph of Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry, who was a surprise guest at the convention, and Star Wars creator George Lucas meeting and shaking hands. On February 16, 1963, Farhan Tahir, the actor who portrayed USS Kelvin Captain Richard Robow in the 2009 film Star Trek, is born in Los Angeles, California, United States. On February 16, 1967, the first season original series episode Space Seed, which introduced the villainous Khan Noonien Singh to the world, first airs on the NBC network in the United States. Next time on the Neo Blissey X vs. Saturday Night Spectacular, the worlds of DC Comics and Mortal Kombat collide in an epic fight for survival. Injustice, Gods Among Us, Ultimate Edition. Next time on the Neo Blissey X vs. Saturday Night Spectacular. Don't miss it.